This is an enlarging station where you'll be creating your photographs in the dark room. Some basics here. This is called the aperture or the lens. This is where the light comes out through. There's numbers on the aperture. 16, I'll move it up closer. 16, 8, 5.6, 4, and 3.5. This dot here indicates which number is selected. So right now 16 selected, which is a smaller opening for the light to come through the lens. 3.5 is the largest opening, more light comes through. So the more light, the brighter the image and shorter exposure times. These right here on each side are called focusing knobs. You move them up and down, and this moves the bellows up and down. That helps to control your image focusing. Okay, this is the height adjustment crank right here. This moves like so in a circular motion to move the enlarger up and down. That's to make the picture bigger or smaller. If you move it towards you, it moves it up. Okay, and there's an indicator here to show you how high you have moved your enlarger. So right now it's at 20, and then you will lock it. It's the elevation lock or unlock. You lock it to avoid it falling on your head. Make sure that it's unlocked before you get started. I'm gonna unlock it and show you. So this is a larger photograph, and as you move down and move it away from you, the image will be smaller as you move it down and away from you. This is the lever. This is a lever which you'll move to open this and place the negative carrier inside. This is exactly what it sounds like. It holds the negative or the film. You slide the film into here, but you'll have the negative carrier inside the enlarger at all times, and you're also going to make sure that it's closed at all times. If it's not closed, light will come out through the bellows in this area here and ruin everybody's photograph.
So this is the timer. You turn it on to the back here. There's a switch. There's the display. Right now it's saying 30 seconds. If you press this button, it says 3.0. These affect the time. And if you press this one, it affects the time as well. So just be paying attention to what you're moving. Usually we'll have it on 3. Just always make sure it doesn't say 30. Okay. This controls the settings of the display brightness. These down here control the timer noise. So right now, it makes a noise when it's done. If you press this one, it makes a beeping noise until it's done. I prefer no noise. Okay, these two buttons are important. Outlet time. This means that the light from the enlarger is only going to come on when you press the start button. This big button down here is start reset button. It'll come on and off for 3 seconds. Outlet focus. When you press that, the light is continuously on and will stay on until you turn it off. You can turn it off by going back to outlet time, and then it's off temporarily until you press the start button.
So whenever you're back in the dark room, you're going to put the chemicals in these trays. The order goes from left to right. The first one is for 2 minutes. I know this looks really gross, but it'll look different when the lights are off. So there'll be developer in here, and you're going to place your paper in the developer for 2 minutes with constant agitation. So agitation means rocking your tray back and forth. You have to be careful not to splash anybody, and you're going to use the tongs to pick it up by the corner, let it drip, drop it into the next tray, which is stop bath. So this brings the picture to come up. It activates the crystals, the silver crystals in the paper. The image will show up, and I leave the tongs with their respected tray. Then this is the stop bath. It's 30 seconds. So I will put my image in here, and this stops the developer from working. And I'm going to agitate it for 30 seconds. Take it out with the tongs, let it drip. I drop it into the next tray, making sure my tongs do not touch the next chemical, and I put them back where they're supposed to go. The reason why I'm not mixing the tongs up is because you can mix the chemicals. They can make the chemicals go bad faster, and they can also ruin your picture. So be very careful not to mix the tongs up. So the last tray is fixer for 5 minutes. It's very important. This is one of the most important steps. This makes sure that your photograph is safe to take out into the light. If you do not do this the full 5 minutes, I will know, because your picture ends up turning purple. It'll be a pink, then purple, and turn black, and it'll no longer be there. So you'll put your photograph in the fixer for 5 minutes, and you're going to constantly agitate it for the full 5 minutes. And then you will take it out, and there will be, in this container, water flowing constantly, and you can put your hands in there because it's just water. You'll put your image in the tank for 5 minutes to wash out all the chemicals from the paper. And that is how you develop photographic paper.